What's going on, everyone? Joe here, and today we are jumping into Hex Forger, one of the most unique roguelikes I've played in quite some time. It blends together the spellcrafting you'd find in a game like Magicka and crosses it with the insanity in something like Vampire Survivors, which makes an immensely satisfying game. You're blending together spell elements on the fly, doing insane things all over the screen, and just trying to survive thousands of enemies. Let's jump into it and see how far we can get. All right, fellas, we've got three main buttons, okay? We've got our ice ball, our lightning ball, and our fireball. And depending on the combinations of our magical balls, we will do different spells. You can also double or triple up on a ball. And so fire explodes. Lightning does a little bit of chain lightning. And ice, of course, freezes the enemies, slows them down a little bit. But in the beginning, I like to go full fire, just so we've got more crowd control. We can knock these guys out, level up pretty quick. Because this game gets hard, and it gets hard fast. We have a timer up top. It starts at 5 minutes, and when it hits 0, that's going to be the end of the run. However, there is a twist. We've got this bell, and at any point, we can ring this bell to add 5 minutes onto the clock, but it massively increases the difficulty of the run. So it'll spawn new enemies, mini bosses, legitimate bosses that have their own cutscenes, and we leveled up. So Fire Shard. This is one of my favorite spells. Hurl a fiery shard that latches onto a foe and explodes on death to spawn more shards. We can also see the combo of balls we need to do this. So I'm grabbing Fire Shard. We need 2 ice, 1 fire. And so this latches a bomb on someone, and when they die, it shoots more bombs all over the place. So we can do insane chain reactions. Let's swap back to fire. Another thing about this game, every spell has a really long cooldown. I think most of them are about 20 seconds, which means you want to get really fluid at mixing and matching your balls to do multiple spells. So we get another fire shard. We're about to hit level 3. Just need some more cash. Nice. Fireball. Cast a searing fireball that crashes into enemies and detonates. Thunderbirds. Summon thunderbirds that circle you and tear through monsters. Or Chilling Call. Form a chilling vortex that ensnares and drags nearby foes. I kind of want to try Chilling Call. This is 2 ice and 1 lightning. So 2 ice, 1 lightning. We can pull them in, which works great for the bombs. Go back to full fire, so we get that AoE damage. And you can also dash across the screen. Maybe not like that. But early on, you've got some pretty decent health regen. So I'm not going to worry about taking too much damage from these guys. Pull them in. Nice. So we can level up the duration of the vortex. We can learn Fireball or Thunderbirds. If I want, I can also re-roll this. What I've found is getting a small handful of spells and investing in them is better than getting like 10 and not leveling up any of them. You can also level up the spells infinitely, and so they can do really obscene stuff. All right, let's go ahead and do duration so they get pulled in a little bit longer. I want to see if we can make that bigger because that's going to help us out even more. All right, 2 ice, 1 fire. Fire shard. Almost missed. We don't talk about that. And so when I first saw this game, I thought it looked a lot like the old school Gauntlet games because I had never played Magicka. In fact, I don't think I really knew what that series was. You guys are welcome to shame me down below. But I'm actually really glad I played this because I was very intrigued with how difficult it was at first. Just trying to learn all these combos on the fly. All right, shields. Summon volatile shields that detonate when you are struck. It really wants to give us Thunderbirds. We get this every time. I'm going to re-roll this. Tempest. Summon a storm that strikes monsters with lightning. So I love this spell. I'm going to grab this. That's 3 lightning. It costs a ton of mana, but it electrocutes everybody inside. So if we can slow them down, hit them with Tempest, that might be an insane combo. All right, let's go back to this swirl. I feel like this move's kind of underwhelming. We might want to level it up a little bit. Fire shard. Keep our eye on the clock. We have 2 minutes. I try to hit the bell as close to 0 as possible. More duration on lightning. Or guess who's back? Thunderbirds. Fine, I will grab Thunderbirds. What does this move do? To no one's surprise, it summons Birds of Thunder. I'm not upset. Tempest. And let's go back to the swirl. I mean, it's nice you can do it from far away. It doesn't do any damage, though. So it's purely to get them all grouped up. Fire Shard. And then back into Thunderbirds. So we get some AoE. If we can knock out one of these shards, have it explode. There we go. Duration is nice. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's make this last a little bit longer. It needs to do more damage, but we got Tempest for that. This move is just so good. I think you can also level up how many times it zaps between people. All right, last minute. I'm not leaving this area. You can explore. In fact, there's things hidden on the map, but early on, I just try to stay by this. Charges. There's no point. Multiple charges on Tempest? I don't have enough mana to do that. I'm going to re-roll this, actually. You can also see in the top right how much it'll actually level up the spell if you take that upgrade. So this is like legendary status. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. We wait for a little bit. I mean, we can cast it as soon as the other one wears off. So that's not bad. Does not seem like too much of a waste. Let's grab this experience. I want to see if we've got a shrine hidden around here, but I also don't want to walk. No shot. I don't need that many charges. Give me Eruption. So Eruption is a big fire AoE. Does a ton of damage. Who's this? Ice Orb upgraded. So my Ice Orb is stronger. Yeah, so I did unlock that through meta progression. So there are upgrades you can get for your orbs. It'll do more damage, its slow effect increases, and it fires faster. All right, let's ring the bell. Trial extended, danger rising. Go back to fire, pop you guys up. Let's do some more Thunderbirds. Into a Tempest. Nice. Now, we could increase the damage of the Fire Shard. You really want me to keep leveling this up. You know what I want to do? I want to keep investing in Eruption, because instead of waiting for the lightning to do damage, Eruption just bursts them down. So upping the damage and the radius of this seems awesome. Make this as big as possible so we can explode like the entire screen. Fire Shard. All right, now that we have time on the clock, let's throw down a Tempest and let's explore. See if we can't find some goodies. What we will need to do at some point is get defensive spells. Permafrost is a really good example of that because it slows everyone down around us, does a little bit of damage. But we also have Tornado. Conjure a tornado that lifts monsters into the air for a time. I'm going to grab none of these. I'm going to reroll. I don't think we need defensive spells yet. I want to keep leveling up what we have. I really need radius for you. Damage on the Thunderbirds would be nice, though. So let's grab that. Let's start moving. We got big guys now. Do a nice little Eruption. There we go. Make sure we're not just sitting on mana. Thunderbirds. There's a shrine. So this shrine will summon a mini-boss. I think. It's at a chilling ally. I think that slowed every monster on the map. Yeah, that's exactly what it did. Got it. All right, so Tempest into Eruption. Pull him in. Blast him off. No shot. So that's more charges on the Fire Shard. So if I grab that, so we do one Fire Shard. Then we do dash over here. Another Fire Shard. Don't get myself killed. I need something to set them off. I need mana. Hold on, I'm going to wait. If we get Eruption, I hear all the explosions. This is more radius and damage on Eruption. This is exactly what I want. I want to keep leveling up that one spell. The bigger we can make that... Oh, man. Look at all this. Charges on my dash. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. We have to do that. And then let's go into a Fire Shard on you. Another Fire Shard. We are kind of getting surrounded, though. Why don't we do some birds? Clear us some space. Ready for an eruption. Knock you guys out. Spread the Fire Shards. More radius on Eruption. Into a Tempest. I don't know why. My brain keeps typing T when I'm trying to do Tempest. That's not how this game works. And let's grab and upgrade the Tempest. More duration and more damage. Slowdown on my ice balls has increased. Dash in here. Yeah, that dash is so nice, man. Especially now that we got more charges. And then we can double dip. We cast a Tempest, swap the one Fireball, immediate Thunderbirds. Duration. I'm actually going to grab Tornado, because Tornado is going to help us with crowd control. So it's 2 lightning, 1 ice. So that stuns them and kind of lets me move around wherever I want. Into a Fire Shard. Another Fire Shard. Kind of want to increase the damage of that. Although, more duration and damage on Tempest. That move is just too good. It hits the entire screen, man. The bombs. More damage and duration on the birds. That sounds like a good idea. I keep dogging on this move, but I actually think it's helping us quite a bit. All right. Burn. Electrocute. Just call me the Avatar. I've said it before, but I've never seen the Avatar movies or TV show or anything Avatar related, except for the ones with blue people. I've seen all of those. I can't say they're amazing, but they are pretty. All right, let's do a reroll here. Oh, radius and damage. How big? How big can we make this? Oh my God. It just knocks out everybody. More birds. Dash through. I've got another dash. And we have a minute left on the clock. The next time we hit this, it's going to get way harder because it's going to spawn in enemies that rush me down charges. So we can do double Thunderbirds. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. I will take that. WWE Thunderbirds. One more time. Dude, it overlaps. We got a treasure chest. So I can pay to upgrade this. They go up to level 5. I'm going to do a quick Tempest because I'm a little overwhelmed. Grab the mana. Let's do an Eruption. We should definitely do damage and duration on the Thunderbirds. If we could do 2 of these back-to-back, we got to go for duration and damage. Eruption. That hit no one. Open the chest. Get the rewards. And so the chests are going to be how we get items, but also increase our base stats. So we have a 1% chance to gain 10 HP upon killing an enemy. Increase damage by 7.5% against elites and bosses. Or more damage when under 25% health. I feel like I want more damage to elites and bosses. Let's do that. Now we can increase my power, my gold gain, or my health. Power. Let's go for more power. And definitely mana regen. 100%. More radius and damage for Eruption. Whenever you level up a spell, it also immediately takes it off cooldown, which is very nice in a crunch. Now let's go back to Thunderbirds. $15 seconds on the clock. We leveled up again. I'm gonna pass on leveling up the Tornado. Dude, so we could do this twice? How much mana does this cost? A lot. Wait, no! That's 2 counts back to back. All right, ring the bell. The bell has been rung. Give me a second. I thought that was charges, but that's like quantity. All right, we almost have eruption again. There's another chest. Let's re-roll this. Increase Tempest duration and damage. Yeah, so it's 2 eruptions back to back. Clears out like the entire screen. Lightning. I should have leveled that up. I was too excited. I don't want any new spells yet. I really like the spells we have, and I really want to go for more damage with eruption. Let's get a little bit of healing. This increases my health regeneration when not moving, which to me sounds like a death sentence. So let's do Harvester. Let's get more power. Multicast. That's nuts. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. And we got to do experience gain. That's a no-brainer. Explosions. Just fill up the entire screen. All right, so now we've got these guys with maces, and they just run at you balls to the wall. So we have to keep moving. You do some Tempest duration and damage. What I like about this spell is I can cast it and just move away. And by the time I come back, people are dead. It really wants to keep leveling up my Ice Orb. This is Shrine of Elites. So that's going to spawn in more elite enemies. Let's try to do an Ice Shard. Get away from this guy. Into maybe an Eruption. He is still alive. Radius and damage on Eruption. We got to get out of here, man. We got to get out of here. Gathering around the campfire. You fell for my trap card. How are you still alive? Okay, all right. I've learned the error of my ways. I got to do something. I got to probably do a Tempest and run out of here. All right, let's dash. Keep running, keep running, keep running. Tempest. Please kill the big man. He's an absolute unit. Wait, I got this. Okay, we have to do some Thunderbirds right now. Let's re-roll this again. Whoa! From 16 to 32 birds, and we have 2 charges. Okay. So Thunder. All right, so 1. That's 2. Spam these like crazy. Increase the duration. Is the big guy dead? I think the big guy is dead. Yes, he is. He dropped the chest, which we can upgrade. Upgrade, upgrade. Let's re-roll this. And let's do Radius on Eruption. Get all these goodies. And I want more damage to elites and bosses. I want to be able to kill that guy much faster than we did. There's some shards down there too, but we are kind of overwhelmed. Dude, this is insane. All right, dash in. Grab my rock candy. Movement speed might be nice, but I still want to get multicast. Mana regen too. Mana regen or XP gain? Mana regen for now, and power. Because XP is nice, but we need some stopping power. I want to get this chest as well. Damage and radius of eruption. Oh, we leveled up a few times. Damage and duration of the birds. All right, get this. I want the last one. Okay, we have to do a Tempest right now. They're all grouped up. Out of all these, I guess Berserk Rage. Mana regen. Mana regen. Mana regen. I'm breaking my rule, which is always XP gain. We have 2 chests back to back, and we are loaded, so we should be able to afford upgrading them. Radius on Eruption. All right, how much does this cost? Oh, it's level 2, so we need a ton of money. All right, let's go to Eruption. Open up the red chest. Whoa, okay, this is bad. I'm going to grab Permafrost because that's going to allow me to freeze them. Harvester, we have a 1% chance to heal. It goes from 10 health to 19 health. So let's upgrade that. And let's do multicast again. Tempest. Thunderbirds. Watch the clock. All right, you know, I might just upgrade one of these chests instead of both. There's a third one over there, too. There's so much going on right now. Charges on Permafrost is kind of pointless. I haven't even done that spell yet. I'm going to re-roll this. We can increase its damage per second and its duration. You really want me to upgrade this spell. All right, we'll do it. Permafrost. Just grab the rewards while we can. And why don't we do more damage to elites and bosses? Get a little bit of health regen. A little bit of mana regen. And let's definitely go for experience this time. Tempest. All right, we're going to take the long way around. We're going to grab this upgrade. I'm going to try to do a fire shard. Increase Tempest. There's a fire shard. Into Thunderbirds. Dash through. I don't have a dash. That was almost death. Damage and duration on birds. Get in here. Open the chests. Just open the chest, Joe. It doesn't matter. You don't have time to upgrade them. You need the power. I keep forgetting I have this spell. The tornado. Yeah, let's upgrade that and let's use it. Let's do Harvester. So if we kill someone, there's a 1% chance we heal 28 health. Oh, this costs money too. Huh, okay. More damage against elites and bosses. Let's do some mana regen again. Multicast, mana regen. Multicast, mana regen. We should do power too, but I want experience. Experience. How many of these did we grab? Holy crap. Experience. How close are you? You're max level. Give me the goodies. I will take all the goodies. More damage against elites and bosses. Mana regen. Experience gain. Power. Lightning. Thunderbirds. I should not reroll. We need the money. We need so much money right now. Let's do Thunder Shard. All right, let's start moving around. Because I'm sure we have shrines hiding in the map that I'm not going for because I'm just hiding by the bell. So level up Eruption. Storm Orb upgraded. Rebounds are stronger. Nice. I like how I always decide to explore when there's 1 minute left on the clock. All right, let's do Frost. There we go. Slow him down. Grab the health potion. Get all these orb upgrades. You do more damage for the Fire Shard. Do a little Eruption. That is incredible. Oh, he's huge. When did Aaron Yeager pull up? All right, we got to do a Tornado. Because that slows. Shrine of Winter. That's going to slow everybody. So into a Fire Shard. Into a Thunderbird. We got to get to the bell. We got to get to the bell now. Okay, let's do duration on Thunderbird. Run past all these guys. I see that shrine, but I don't have time. I do not have time. I'm too busy screwing around here. Tornado. 15 seconds. A photo finish. Take a Tempest. We're okay. We got to get back over there, though. Doing this back to back, I don't think I have the mana for that. But I'm going to try it. Okay, keep moving, keep moving. Duration and damage on Tempest. We got the money to reroll. Let's do the damage and duration of Frost. Because that's really going to keep me alive. Shrine of Arcane. All spells empowered. Get these guys away. Oh. All right, we got to move to the left, pick up this health potion. Let's do damage and radius on eruption. Radius on eruption again. Harvester. Let's do a little bit of power. There we go. Whoa, we one-shot that guy. We one-shot that elite. That's insane. Okay, damage on eruption again. What kills me is the time it takes to cast that. I wanted to upgrade that, but I want to go fast. Let's do power. Power. Experience gain, power. We're leveling up so much, but I'm like so stressed out. All right, let's do Tempest again. Do a little bit of Thunderbirds. Good health potion. Good timing for that. We're going to upgrade this. Max level. Radius on the slow to 10 meters? No shot. All right, yeah, I'll take that. That's going to be great for these guys that are rushing us down. Let's do Harvester again. Do a little bit of XP gain. Multicast is at 10%, so we should be seeing that fairly often. I feel like we also need movement speed, but I want more mana regen right now. All right, we got another chest back to back. I'm going to swap immediately to Eruption as soon as we're done. Hopefully knock out some of these guys. More damage against elites and bosses. Oh, I don't have enough gold. All right, we'll skip that. Let's get some experience. Mana regen and power. Eruption, as promised. Knock them all out. Another Eruption. Level up Tempest. All right, we're clear. Everything is okay. Damage on the Thunderbirds. Let's do some of those right now, because we have the mana regen to spam that. More damage and radius. This is definitely one of those roguelites where you do level up a million times, but it's very satisfying. We leveled up our Storm Orb too. All right, have that. No shot I can keep doing this over and over and over again. I want to save my money, but I don't want a new spell, because that's going to flood our upgrade pool. And I really hate this one. This chilling spell, because all we ever do is increase its duration. It doesn't even do damage. Do Tempest. Tempest again. Okay. We have enough money for it this time. So why don't we do... Oh, did this stay on the ground until I could afford it? If that's the case, that's really nice. Let's do Harvester. It did. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, don't forget about the Tornado, man. Don't forget about the Ice Shard either. Ice Shard, Fire Shard, whatever. Damage and duration of the Thunderbirds. Get some more Ice Shards. Miss entirely. It's okay. No one saw that. Oh. I want those upgrades. I can't think unless Eruption is ready. Whenever that one's not ready to save my bacon, I freak out. Tempest damage. All right, I want this other upgrade. Oh, we got a big guy. I need to dash and do my Frost spell. That's what I need to do. So let's go. Radius. Okay. I can work with that. Frost. I don't have enough mana. There we go. Let's run away from this guy because he is no good. And let's do a little bit of a Tempest. Get some mana here so we can do Eruption. My boy is dead. We got the goodies. We got so many of the goodies. Tempest damage and duration. Radius and damage on Eruption. More damage to elites and bosses. Can we one-shot them? Are we going to one-shot the boss when he appears? I feel like we are. I feel like we are. Power. Power. Movement speed. All right, we got to get to the other side here. There's so much experience. All right, eruption. That is so stupid, man. Oh, we multicast, but it did the birds. So it does a different random spell. Damage and duration on the birds. Let's do even more birds. Even more birds. Rip them to shreds. All right, I actually kind of love that spell. More damage and duration. All right, let's move through here. Let's do the slowdown. We have to do that slowdown whenever I try to move around. Otherwise, we're going to get caught. It's going to be bad. We could increase its duration, too. We can re-roll this. All these are kind of underwhelming. They're still underwhelming. Except for more eruption damage, baby. We love this spell. We really do. I feel like duration on Tempest is kind of nutty, too. Because we just leave that and forget about it. It works so well. It is almost time to head towards the bell. 3 charges on Fire Shard. Well, I love that spell. I feel like it's too tough to get the payoff for it. But I'm going to do it. It's going to kill me. Because you really have to plant these and then just wait. So 1, 2, 3. And hopefully that payoff will be there. Because meanwhile, Eruption just deletes everybody. 2 charges on Permafrost. Will that stack? Will they get frozen even worse? I don't know. I'm going to do this. All the fire shards exploded. Duration on Firebirds. I'm going to re-roll this and grab damage and radius on Eruption. Damage and radius on Eruption. The whole screen. Not quite. More rebounds on Tempest. I'll take that. 51 seconds, Joe. You got to start heading to the bell. It is boss fight time. All right, fellas, hold that. Getting a little too frisky. I don't appreciate it. Tempest. I'm surprised there's no magnet in this game. Wow, it multicasts the worst spell ever. I mean, the radius is kind of big. There's just no way in the thick of it I'm going to remember that combination and then get the value out of doing that combination. So let's do charges on... No, I don't need charges on Tempest. I can't even do it twice, let alone 3 times. Every time I do Eruption now, my screen freezes a little bit. Damage on Fire Shard. It's level 62. Holy crap. All right, bell time. Let's re-roll this. All right, let's get ready. I think this is the... Ooh, there's a shrine. Boss fight. I'm ready, bro. About to erupt you. Wherever you are. Take this. Okay, well, you're still alive. Let's do another... Oh. Tempest. Let's freeze. Get ready to run. There we go. Oh, I forgot about the tornadoes. Let's do the tornadoes. That's 2 thunder, 1 ice. I'm getting overwhelmed here a little bit. All right, two thunder, 1 ice. Tornadoes. Get the stuns going. Not sure where the boss went. But who cares? Duration on Tempest. Eruption. I might have off-screened him. I think we off-screened him. Damage and radius on Eruption. Oh, we got a big guy. We did. 3 chests. This is about to be huge. So I'm going to level up Permafrost. I'm going to cast it real fast. We're going to do a Tempest right here because I want to level up these chests before we open them. I've got the money to do it. Radius on Eruption. Do a Tempest. Radius on Eruption. All right, level these up. Radius and damage on eruption. Level all these up. I opened that one accidentally. I think I opened up a few of them, but that's okay, because we're about to be very powerful. Damage against elites and bosses. Let's keep doing multicast. Get a little bit of movement speed. Mana regen. Experience gain. Got a ton of stuff to grab here. Harvester to keep us healed up. Damage against elites and bosses. Experience gain. Mana regen. Gold gain, I don't think we need. I'll do health regen and mana regen. Man, we have so many of these now. Experience, power, experience, mana. Nice eruption there. I fear we're overpowered. Oh! What did I do? I leveled something up. Oh, I grabbed Meteor. Whoops. Well, we have Meteor now. Let's do some more movement, speed, experience, and power. What is Meteor? That's okay. It's like a worse eruption. This hits the entire screen. What is happening? What is happening, man? Let's level up Permafrost. The radius on eruption. I want it to hit not just my screen. I want it to hit the entire map, okay? If it doesn't hit the entire map, we're doing something wrong. We can slow everybody down. Roll damage. So the Meteor rolls around. Tempest. I'm sorry, Meteor. I didn't even mean to grab you. You're not supposed to be here today. I want damage and radius on eruption again. Damage, duration. I mean, what if I suddenly start investing into this whirlpool and just make it hit the entire screen and just pull everybody into one spot? I don't know if it could actually get that good, but let's level up meditation so we can heal when we stop moving. Movement speed, experience gain. We're so fast, which is nice considering we've got all these orb upgrades on the board. I guess we'll do takeoff. Oh, hold on, Joe. You're getting beaten up a little bit. Just make sure you take a second, delete every single enemy on screen, you know, activate Harvester to heal yourself full, and just keep moving. Just shake it off. Roll damage and impact damage on Meteor. Oh, I have to actually touch that. It's too much work for me. I want more birds. I want to get that as stupid as possible. I need more mana. Tempest. I like how I first thought this game was hard. How wrong was I? I mean, this is also the first stage on normal, so I'm sure it gets insane. You can re-roll this. I can afford it. Damage on birds. Damage and radius on eruption. Every time, it's a no-brainer. I want to increase the radius more on Permafrost. If we could get that option, I'd be really excited about that. But right now, we're just cruising. All right, Meteor, let's try you again. Apparently you roll. Oh, you do roll. That's cool. I got a giant flaming ball. What level is this? 77? Well, now it's 81. My ears, I'm grabbing way too much experience. Let's level up Eruption again. Tempest. 64 birds? Can I break the game? Can we just shoot the FPS down so much? You got to start giving me radius, all right? I'm never going to upgrade this unless you give me radius. There you go. Thank you. You're listening. So smart. Where's my magnet, man? We're level 108. We're leveling up like twice a minute. 2 or 3 times a minute. Probably. Duration on Permafrost. Let's do that. Because I don't want to get myself killed while I'm wandering around here trying to find some shrines. That is so stupid. And we'll make it even stronger. All right, let's do 2 lightnings. 1 fire. We're going to stack up on birds again. I want to see what 128 birds looks like. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Give it some more damage, too. Plus, we regen mana so much. If we get another charge, I bet you I could do this 3 times. But we got to go for some eruption damage. I feel like at this point, we could just hit the bell multiple times and just ramp up the difficulty. I don't want to make it too bad, because then we're just going to get obliterated. We're also not getting a ton of elites. Damage and duration of birds. Another dodge charge. No brainer there. No brainer. I'm about to erupt. I'm about to erupt all over the place. Damage. You have no chance. Tempest. Everything must die. I found the best spell in the game. 4 dash charges? No way, man. Let's re-roll this. I'm sorry? What? Excuse me? 3 charges of eruption? No man should have this much power. I cannot handle this responsibility. But I will do my best. There we go. I wanted the radius, but you're going to give me 3 erupts? I can erupt 3 times at once, and I can erupt 3 times back to back? Where is my refractory period? Duh! More charges on the birds, too. All of these are so good. But I have to go for eruption count 3. So now I have 3 massive AoEs. Rebound on Tempest. All right, we have 50 seconds. We got to go back to the bell. We still have 36 minutes to survive. How can this game get harder? Will it get to a point where I can't erupt all over them? My balls are too spicy. Duration on birds. The only person that could challenge me now is Goku. I am unstoppable. Oh, there's another shrine. Shrine of Winter. More damage on eruption. I assume it's gonna spawn a new boss when we hit the bell again. I don't have to do anything. Damage and duration on birds. We'll level up this chest. Rebounds on Tempest, which I will never do ever again. Radius on eruption. Give me that stone. I want more damage to elites and bosses. And I want multicast. Experience. Thank you. And more power. All right, so here's... No way. No! No! Guys. I mean, all right. If you're not surprised that happened, you've never seen my channel, okay? I have the attention span of a goldfish, a golden retriever. I was not the golden boy, not in that moment. I can't believe I didn't notice. I was so distracted by how powerful I was and just comically destroying everything that I didn't look at the timer, even though I knew I probably should have pressed it a little bit early so I wouldn't have forgotten. But that's okay, because I have since seen all the content that is in this demo. I did some research to make sure we weren't missing out on too much. After you keep hitting the bell, it summons more and more copies of the same boss. So eventually you can have like 10 bosses at once, but they're all that same rotten guy. And there was only one other enemy type. It's a pharaoh type enemy that does magic. But that's the first stage. It's normal difficulty. There's a ton of realms you can end up unlocking, all with different difficulty settings, different enemies that show up, different bosses, and there's a ton of stuff you can end up unlocking. There's 40 different spells in the full game. There's a ton of different orbs you can end up grabbing. You got different shrines, different pickups, different blessings. This game is kind of loaded. I actually really enjoyed it. It kind of bordered on megabonk ridiculousness, right? Just getting so overpowered, nothing can really contest with you until probably eventually there's millions of enemies on screen that are so beefy and aggressive, and just you can't do anything about it. But also keep in mind, this game is 4-player multiplayer. So if you and your friends are specializing in different spells and kind of watching each other's back, it can probably get nuts. But guys, this is Hex Forger. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Let me know if you want more videos on this game whenever it does eventually come out. And if you've watched me this far and have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so, because that supports me way more than you know. That's going to be it for me. I will see you guys next time.